6-7 and 1310 The Ticket.
The Ticket.
As I navigate through the teenage years of life for kids, one of the things that is obviously like the hallmark of a teenager's life is driving.
Yes.
Until this generation became of age and they just don't care.
Some.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, put it this way.
Dude, if there are any, that's more than I remember.
Right.
I never knew one kid that could not wait to get their driver's license, much less somebody is like, yeah, I just don't want to drive, bro.
Yeah,
just a massive, almost countdown clock
I just want to eat
to license day.
flavor blasted Doritos and play vids and Mountain Dew.
So I have one of those kids that just wants to eat flavor blasted Doritos.
Yeah, extreme nachos.
And he's just like, I just don't want to do it. And I
Want some
cannot.
Cheetos? Are they flaming hot? No. Whatever. old
No.
man.
Lame.
Why don't you make them flaming hot?
Yeah. Stick them up your butt, Dad. Boomer.
Close the door.
And the thing is that
You suck.
he's more active than I ever was as far as like doing stuff, like I shouldn't say that. He's not more active, but he's equally as active as far as like sports and crap go. And he's got
Corby
a lot
almost admitted that his kid's more active than him, and then he stopped himself.
Right, he's
well,
not.
I mean, at least as active as me. 'Cause I was like really, worked out a lot as when I was
super
8.
active.
Who could possibly be more?
Right. But he certainly is
The
as
hubris on this show
active.
is unbelievable. It truly is.
Well, I did a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, man! Like
But that was the thing. The point of that was that you were able to drive yourself to said stuff. That was really it. I just wanted to be able to drive to my friend's house, drive to a practice.
because it wasn't cool to have your folks drop you off. What do you mean? You don't have your folks are dropping you off when you don't have a car, you don't have your license, you loser.
And that's what I don't get. They don't care.
No.
Like in dates, like nowadays, you take your kid and their date to the movie or whatever, and they don't care.
No, and his girlfriend.
That would have been crushingly embarrassing as a 16, 17-year-old.
She is also 16. She also does not have her license. And so me and the dad and moms are wheeling him around.
Carting them around.
Hey, Dad, can you pull over so we can make out? Don't look.
Turn around.
I told you to take that mirror out of the car.
Yeah.
Loser.
Hold my Cheetos.
I gotta make out. But he's now starting to drive to school every morning with me. And so, he's getting there. He got his permit and all that. And so he's gonna get his license probably 6 months after he turns 16, which isn't horrible,
That ain't
I
bad
guess.
for kids these days.
Well, maybe a little bit longer. But anyway, today we're going to school. And I noticed that it's a white knuckle ride. I don't like it.
It's the worst.
I really don't. I'm uncomfortable in there. I'm nervous. I find myself, like pressing on the fake brake pedal on the passenger side. Dude, it's awful. And he's learning, but he's got to drive to school in rush hour through some pretty hairy streets in Dallas. Royal and Abrams and things like that, where it is a madhouse.
Yeah.
Zipping through school zones left and right, school zones that don't have any method to their madness. And that is kind of the point of this. It's not so much because there is a point where we pass through an elementary school zone. And I thought that every school had coordinated drop-off, pickup, to where there is a line that is designated that you go into, that it's rerouted for pickup in the afternoon. I'm not kidding you guys. This school is smack dab in the middle of Dallas in a fine area, and it is park your car wherever on a busy road, run across the street with your children or carrying an infant in one hand and your 5-year-old in the other.
My God.
Yes. And my kid, that is like going through Mogadishu right now while he is learning to drive. It's about a 300-yard stretch of chaos.
And heck, where you live, you're ducking from automatic weapon fire.
It is so nerve-wracking.
All of it.
And today, as I'm like, dude, you literally have to go 5 miles an hour through this area. It is insanity. And today, a car that was parked on the curb on the right side, 20 feet in front of us, just juts out of there as quickly as he can.
Dang.
And does a U-turn right in front of Ike. And Ike's just like, ah! Like, freaking out. And I don't understand. Like I said, I just thought that in the world that we live in today, that every single school, you had an area where you drove to drop your kid off at the school in like the little roundabout area or whatever, and it's the same to pick them up. And Ty, I don't know if you've taken your kid to school here recently. It's there's cones all over schools now.
Yeah, they blocked off a lot of places, and we have to. It's not in a congested place like that, but you have to like park on the street and.
Are you serious?
Walk your kid in, yeah.
So you can't. There's no place where it's a constant flow of traffic.
No, they blocked that off for like buses and.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah.
It is so dangerous. I cannot believe it exists. It is so incredibly dangerous.
They should have what they have at banks, where you just put your student in one of those suction tubes, and it just goes over the street and drops them off at the school.
I would pay.
Jetsons?
Yeah, I would pay so much money for that to happen. To put your 4-year-old in a tube,
A vacuum tube.
Yeah, why haven't vacuum tubes been
Seriously.
more broadly used than just banks?
Yeah, why can't they just have like a big vacuum tube to Houston and save all that money on the train?
right? Just put one big tube connecting
They're faster.
Reunion Tower to NRG Stadium.
Seriously, what is faster than the vacuum tube?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The speed of
Fastest
light.
thing
It is.
on
It
the
is.
planet.
Like-
And then when you return to Dallas, you show up with a lollipop.
Makes like the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, Ty.
Well,
I feel you.
a shout out to everybody who deals with dropping their kid off that has to park on the street and run across the street, because it ain't cool, man.
Like Frogger.
Your
Dude.
kids actually have to go to school. Is that a law still? So I'm thinking about just...
There's
you
no
know,
way we can start
we
this
just-
conversation
we
right
just
now.
skip school. I'll teach you everything you need to know.
You are going to be so happy the minute that you realize, oh my God, he goes to school at 8 a.m. and then I have 8 to 2 to do whatever. You're not that far away. It seems like a long way, but he's going to go to preschool, right?
I don't know.
Yes, he will. Yes.
I've heard preschool's bad.
No, it's not. It's awesome. School is great.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
I've heard bad reviews.
Just don't get killed on the way. All right, let's crank it up next.
After meeting with the ticket tax man, we just got some bad news. We can't claim P1s as